I definitely want to leave up some writings of people's discovery of dyslexia so you can kind of know what it is and know what you're dealing with. But this is what I'm finding out is being dyslexic. Everybody love you when you're smiling. And they say, Prince, you're going crazy. You're having a mental breakdown. Well, I'm going to share something with you. The mental breakdown already happened in my head, and now I'm living it out. So we like 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10 steps ahead of time um, that you could really be ahead of your time. So what we have to do as people dyslexic associate with other people that are like us, dyslexic. So we create this time of dyslexic. I want to show you something, previous writings and drawings that people have been saying you're going crazy, you're schizophrenic. I say you got to get it right. So I'm going to show you in a book that started off as, because I make music, but so we really creative people, but that creativity, if it's not managed by a higher force other than myself or others that have it, or a parent or a teacher, somebody that can guide them, it can become a disaster really quickly because misunderstood. You're living in a world that's not compatible. That's like taking a Type-C charger and using a typical, you know, Apple that product for a charger. This is how it started in this book. This black book now becomes Law and Order in my world. And look at this. Started off as songs. Now, these songs have tempos and keys that they're played in. I remember when I first started getting into music, I sucked at it because I would hear 1,000 things at once, and then I start figuring out, oh, well, you can place this here. Here's another of the force of life of chromosomes. So I kind of basically had to be my own teacher of life to get it. But as you can see, a man gives off a X and a Y chromosome, but he impregnates a woman with two X's, and all women biologically start off with two X's. This is why you have a man can give X and a Y. You're gonna see a lot of dots. I also have those on my hands. So in the world that you are finna be coming into, see that dot? When I say period, that's really Law and Order. So that's what some of this is. But this is like how you create life force, and that's what I'm going to be specializing in. I have now ascended to the consciousness of master sex, meaning I can reproduce. Um, there's other things in this book with dyslexia when you really channel it in. This is some encrypted stuff of technology based off of different colors of the rainbow. It's like almost, I think, 7. These are different spectrums. And, a lot of people's like, oh, you're using ancient symbolism. No, 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 no. I own that now. I know what all that means. A couple of people in history had steps. But yeah, I run traffic, and I am the gatekeeper. I am your honor. Um, yeah, I'm the master, and I'm gonna put everybody under martial law. Yeah. Oh yeah, more literature, how to deal with these women, and just the sheer arts of it all. How to deal with women, how to deal with men, how to deal with children. Everything is categorized in this way of learning. There's so much stuff I can't show y'all because some people say it's dark. Yeah, there we go. Look. If you look very closely, it's actually a fingerprint. So when you look closely, as a fingerprint. And we're not scared to show off these fingerprints. We like to leave fingerprints people to do justice as we go on this experiment. But as you can see, these are going to be symbols that's going to be taking over the future. This is what was assigned to me when I come across the other warlords. I can't show y'all that. Can't show you that. But I will show you the ultimate symbol of war. And I summoned it. This is the ultimate symbol. When you start seeing this, just know this is from, look at that. This is a compass, east, west, north, south. And it's hanging on this post because there's certain ways that have to be arranged. But this is like information Wi-Fi. That's like the information of uploading and downloading. Then there's also sideway information, and this is where you get Yahuwah. As you can see, you're going to keep seeing this symbol because it's one of the most powerful symbols you're ever going to come across. This is the ultimate sign of war 45. We're not hiding this anymore. Oh yeah, some more dark disturbing stuff. FTY. Y'all never know what that really means, but you know, you can do whatever you want. You can call me crazy. My Lord of War told me to show the world this, because this is about what time it is as I get deeper in my purification. So, okay. The seed. As you can see, Fayawa. Let's go here. The seed goes into a woman. You got a 5-point star. It's a cross in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't get none of these numbers without going through these steps. So I'm gonna break this down. They don't want you to know this. This is stuff that I wrote down when I conjured up. I'm just gonna get straight to it. I invoked it. This is ancient. This is what I invoked it. But it says original. Now, when you're dyslexic, it's gonna tap in with your life. It's gonna be hard for you to be in relationships with women. You probably have a lot of flings that go nowhere. Like, oh, I really love her. Like, bro, you do. You see bits and pieces of you that got rejected from society, and you don't want nobody else to go through that. But the warlord of dyslexia told me that these people are rejected for a reason. You can't save everybody to this. So original in regular reading is Original. Original. Now if you read this backwards, it'd be La Negro. La Negro. La is the word for the in Latin. In Hebrew, you will see ha. So that would be ha Negro. But we're going to stay in the language that we speak. La Negro. Drop the la. You get Negro. Drop the O. Nigga. Yeah, when they're calling you a nigga, they're really calling you an original man. There are white niggas as well. We're going to get on to that later, but la, al, because you got to reverse the L. Everything is in reverse, and sometimes not reverse. Like reading under, like you see a swoosh. It's madness, but it's madness that's going to help me run the world. I already run the world. I make music, so I've reached a level where I can mix and master, and all my friends hate me. I'm okay with that. why do we call this hangman? This is why they would hang a man, because they was hanging the original essence of a Negro. Original. La Negro. The Slant. Alive off of King. Um, yeah, this is too much information. Um, but yeah, as you can see, the symbolism is just the every word is a piece of art. There's more in this book, but we'll be here for days. But I'm actually in the process of getting ready to write another book, and each book carries topics in it that we're going to dissect among scholars appointed by the committee of the chosen ones. We're gonna teach different topics, and I'm fin to turn Milwaukee, Wisconsin to the Middle East, and more people are gonna dress like me, and somehow they're gonna think I'm less and less crazy. But to the world, they're gonna call these followers of this new religion crazy. And we're finna get everybody pregnant. It's our turn to run world experiments on the earth. And make our own society. So with that being said, can y'all please be safe and leave me alone? Your daughter's gonna be falling in love soon. She's already in love, but let them all see these videos that I'm making. You know, the guy with the brown scarf, handsome but choose to look ugly to the world by choice, like a rough draft sketch. I don't think it's necessary for me to put time and energy in my appearance, because, that got me in trouble in the past. I used to have very long curly hair. Like, you can't see it, but yeah. Let's say like curls. You I'm gonna see if I can get a picture. My whole appearance changed because, you know, my mother used to always tell me she prayed for a dark skinned boy with a head full of hair. And she told me that she seen me before I was born. I totally believe that, but I had to denounce who I was to become who I am. That's not always easy. So I had to get far away from that description of what she told me. She seemed to get a new identity, and I'm finna grow everything back. But yeah, it was like a ritual. You gotta denounce your family if need be. But I don't claim a lot of my family anymore until, like, they had this meeting, because they need to know what's finna be going on. Y'all are finna be single-handedly related to one of the most dangerous, loving people, which would be me. I'm actually finna be ruling the world soon, so we're coming out of hiding. So yeah. That being said, pray for my ex family.